up? Are we up and running? Well, so this is going to be interesting. I don't know how my camera quality is going to act on here. For real, I am worried. I'm worried as hell right now, man. Because the phone I used to do my last interviews with, whether it was Pam or with Maria or anybody I was doing the show with, it was on another phone. It wasn't a higher. It was less. It was a higher quality phone than this one. So, like, I know this one's choppy for some reason, but I guess we'll see. Because it was either going to be this phone or using the other phone, and the screen's cracked, and it's cracked definitely where the camera is, and I was going to be a lot more glary. So that's why I'm up on here. So if it's looking straight on my end, but if I'm looking real choppy on y'all end, then please forgive me. You know what I mean? Please forgive me. Right, and let's see if I can. What the heck? It's not. Shoot. I guess I was supposed to. Let's see, because like I said, I got two phones, so I can. All right, so let's try that. There's and one, I apologize, for not having too many episodes for y'all, because I always tell y'all, I want to make sure that when I do this, I don't want to just have me. That's saved for. We save the just me episodes for for watching Raw, for watching my WWE shows, or anything that we do on live with. Anything that we do live that's not this show, is going to be mostly me. But if we're doing the Intelligent Talk Show, I want to make sure I have my guests on there. So, let's try something. Because, let's just try this. See if it works. Is that how y'all do it? But, get some time real quick because I do have a special guest, but the difficulty of accounts and stuff like that got put into place just recently, just right before I could get on. So, really waiting on her. And she's in New York, so we should have the same time schedule, same, you get what I'm saying, the same time zone. So, see how this works. If it doesn't, then let's just ixnay this because you don't want to hear me just talk about nothing. You know what I'm saying? I got questions. I can't answer those questions. It's for her to answer. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just waiting for now. See how this gonna work out. See if it does. If it doesn't, then I don't know. I'm finally feeling like I'm in decent health. I can smile. I can smile without feeling like crap. You see that? I had a crazy toothache for like the past couple of days. You know what I'm saying? On and off, on and off. But today was fucking me up. Like fucking me up. And I'm glad I'm at my mother's house because ain't nothing like mother's love. You know what I'm saying? I'm house sitting. She has a little. He don't want to come here because he's shy. So, oh, there she is. Let's see if I can invite her on, or other way around or something. Yeah, she's in Houston right now, or she should be in Houston. She should be on her way in Houston for the Texans and Lions game that's going on tomorrow at prime time, 8 o'clock. Come on, man. Come on, I'm scared. I'm scared. So I'm house sitting, making sure he's okay. Come on, come on, man. He's scared now. You can't jump on here. But I'm just basically watching him for the weekend, make sure he's okay. He's very scared too. My mom rescued him like about the. Oh man. Like my mom's rescued him from out the street, not out the shelter. You know what I'm saying? This dog is he wants to play, but he doesn't want to. I think I'm trying to join. Let me join another time. Go ahead. I just followed it. I just ended up following that account. Rose colored envy, right? So I'll be waiting for you. While this dog is getting scared of my hand. He wants to get on my he wants to bite my hand. There you go. So she wants to bite my hand, but she doesn't want to get on it like see? There we go. That's how you do it. Yeah, this dude right here. This dude right here, man. Might as well introduce him to the world. Anybody that's watching. So let's try it this way. Hold on. Stay right here. We ain't going nowhere. Quit. Hey. Now you see you were the one that wanted to. Yeah. He is happy. I'm telling you. Okay, let's go. And I guess we're about to get started. Yeah.
What up? What up?
Hey,
What,
what's up?
what's up? Your dog is so cute. What's his name?
His name is Kingston. I believe his middle name is Scrappy. Kingston Scrappy Dennis.
Okay.
This
Kingston Scrappy Dinners.
Dennis.
Dennis.
Like Dennis.
Gotcha.
Yeah. This my little brother. This my mom's dog.
Okay.
And it feels good to like this is good to have this little boy around. He's trying to get used to me. He's now he see you like, who is that? He was for a little second. Now he sees like, who is that on the screen?
He's like, I see somebody. I will get my dog, but she's downstairs doing dog things. She's probably waiting to bark at somebody who walks past the house. Just
No,
her
that's okay.
thing.
I just
Mm-hmm.
I just knew that he would want to mess with, like I knew he was going to be active, so I was like, might as well just have him on real quick. You want to go? Ready to go? Huh? I don't know. He was active for a minute, but see somebody. How you doing, though? Glad to have you. Number one, thank you for jumping on.
Yeah. Thank you for having me on, honestly. I just got back from the gym. My day's going pretty well. I just had to get the energy circulating. I slept in this morning too because my whole week has been crazy. Like I work for a vet show. Well, it's more so like a business to business trade show company, and they put on different trade show events. So we had our veterinarian show this week at Jacob Javits Center. And yeah, I've been up since like 6 every day this week. So, but it was
Yeah,
nice. It was real chill.
I'm glad you was able to rehabilitate yourself before this time, and
Yeah.
that's the dope thing because I was going to get into that. Seeing I got this little whippersnapper over here, and
Mm,
you that's one of the things I want to talk about. Getting
yeah.
to your career aspirations and
Yeah.
hobbies. Let's get into that. What made you want to be a vet? Into that, at least into that expertise. No biting.
Okay, so I'm actually not a vet. I'm in the finance department. I'm an accounts receivable specialist. And so that means I collect the cash for the company, right? All revenue. So any vendors or exhibitors is what we call them, that want to participate in the show or even host their own seminars, like different doctors, different vets throughout New York or even like across the world too. We have some people that fly in from China. We have some people that fly in from India. So it's kind of worldwide. And anyone that is interested in participating in the show, they deal with me pretty much. I'll be in their inbox like, hey, here's your invoice. If you need anything else, let me know. This is the payment forms. So yeah.
Basically, yeah, you're the debt collector, basically.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. You gotta pay up when you see my face in your inbox. it's me. You gotta pay. But
All right.
I mean, I also organize their books too as well. So
Okay.
it's the
How tough of a job is that? As far as dealing with the financial areas of any type of job. You know what I'm saying? Dealing with money is a hard thing to do. I'm sure of it.
Yeah, it's really important to see the bigger picture for the company. And I learned that every single day that I'm on the job, whenever we do have our financial meetings, because we all play our different roles. If I'm accounts receivable, we have accounts payable, which is the person who pays the bills for the company, who pays anything that we're allocating money towards. So whether it be rent, right? Whether it be supplies for the office, supplies for the shows, our own vendors, right? And for finances, you really have to see the bigger picture, and you also want to forecast how much money you can bring in for the
Right.
following year, for the following shows, right? So, I mean, finance, it's so necessary to understand financials, especially when you have your own business, but also when you're working for a business, because I mean, it's the outline of everything. If you have no revenue coming into your business and it's for profit, then I mean, do you really have a business, so to speak? Even if it's a little bit, right? As long as you're generating some sort of income, as long as you're understanding, if you want to go corporate, if you want to go bigger, if you want to even, I don't know, start selling stocks, right? Or start posting for stocks, right? You need to understand how to get investors involved in your company as well, right? What do you have? What do you provide? What product or service do you provide that makes other people want to invest, right? What makes other people want to actually purchase your services, right? How do you differentiate from other companies? What can you provide? How can you help? And what's the experience you're gonna give? Um, so for my corporate job, my I work at Closer Still Media. They're the business to business company, right? Um, so for them, it's all about how we can help promote our services and get more businesses networking, get more businesses collaborating. How can we be that home base for them to come and gather and host their seminars, sell their products, right? Interact with different because we also give out CE credits for anyone that's in vet school.
Ooh,
So how can we interact with the future veterinarians,
right.
right? And when it comes to, I mean, the vet shows, we also have we call them barters, right?
Yeah.
So we allow them to have a stand at our show, right? A booth at our show,
Hmm.
uh, in exchange for a service,
Yeah, that's right.
right? So that
That's
means,
right.
yeah,
No money
yeah,
involved. No
no
money
money
involved.
involved. Yeah, that's way because they're providing us a service, we're providing them a service, so it's kind of hand in hand. And we have a lot of them that are focused on mental health for vets because, believe it or not, veterinarians have the highest suicidal rate
Mm.
because they have to deal with dogs. They have to deal with the health of dogs. There's also putting the dogs down as well, right? When it is time for our animals to go,
Yeah.
right? So they deal with a lot of that pressure. And it's a beautiful thing to see when the show does finally come together. Throughout the year, like I'll be behind the desk, I'm doing the work, I'm posting the cash, I'm chasing the money that we need to collect, and I'm doing like clerical work, admin work, and back end stuff for the finances, right, for our general ledger. But when it's time for the show to come around, it's completely different, and it kind of puts things into perspective of, okay, I see what I was working towards.
Yeah.
I see what we were leading up to, and it's amazing. It's beautiful. I collect so many stickers at these shows that my laptop is just covered in it. And it's just, it's the little things.
That's
Yeah.
dope. That's dope. Yeah, like yeah, you collect like you being a collector, but it's for the right purpose. Because I never really thought of that. That you just really gave me a new fact about veterinarians, and
Yeah.
that's and you gotta. I think about stuff like that, and I think about this little man right here,
Hmm.
and the reason why we got him is because, well, it was almost a reluctance move, and I don't want to say we because it's my
Yeah.
mother's, but my mom, she lost both of her doggy children just recently.
I'm sorry for the loss.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hmm.
I appreciate.
Yeah.
One, yes, like she lost both of them like recently within like between the months of this year. One of them was about this little man size, but it was it was a she. We called her Nala,
Mm.
like the symbol of Lion King.
Yeah.
Other one, and the other one was named Brutus. Brutus, he was a cocker spaniel, about I think 8 years old. I personally had an attachment to him because I was there when my mom bought him from the shelter. So
Mm.
I have
Yeah.
attachment to him, and she like Nala passed away first, and he passed away second.
Mm.
And when my mom told me that she passed away, I really broke down. I really broke down because he was always a cool person. Never like like of course when like you go from a puppy to a bigger cocker spaniel,
Yeah.
you see the growth, but you saw like some of the things like it was such a relationship I had with him that once I saw him, he ain't had to like I ain't had to worry about it.
Yeah.
So it's like man, it really I didn't know I would have that type of emotion for anything other than humans that I care about
Hmm.
or empathy. But when
Hmm.
that happened, like dang, he really played like I had pets before,
Hmm.
younger, but I didn't think that that one would have a certain part for me. But in veterinarians, yeah, for them to deal with that type of health issue every day, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Because the owners they don't know. They
Hmm.
don't know all the stuff that these dogs do when they're home, when they're away, when they're out in the yards biting them, like eating up stuff. So these
Yeah.
vets they find these things and discover certain illnesses that may not keep them from living. I don't man, that wow, that makes them question their own mortality. That's
Hmm.
that is a eye opener for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you for putting that information out there. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Definitely. There's this one company called Not One More Vet, and that's the one that promotes the mental health and wellness of veterinarians, right? Because I mean, I found out from them. They gave the fun fact at the booth, and they told me, and I was like, wow, like I see how owners react when they do lose their dogs, but I didn't realize, or animals, right? Because it's dogs, cats, it's
Right.
whatever, a goat,
Whatever
fish,
like, whatever that
lizard,
pet
yeah,
is.
yeah, any domesticated animal that we have, they do have to maintain a level of professionalism, right? Which is, I mean, taking care of our animals, right? Showing them the love, showing them that they're trustworthy because some dogs or some cats or some animals, they're very loving, and then others, it's a little bit of like, okay, I'm guarded, right? So giving that trust over to the vet, and then also trusting them to do any surgeries correctly, right? Make sure there's no malpractice involved in that. Because, I mean, we have malpractice with regular doctors who work on humans, but we also have to take into account vets also are held to that standard, right? So if something does go wrong, God forbid, right? Now we need answers. Now we need to know what's going on. But with vets, it's another thing because animals can be loving and they have that kind of, I don't want to say mama bear complex, but it's kind of like, you're the mama bear and they love to cuddle. They love to be involved. They love affection, right? So, I mean, taking into account all of that, it's like, wow, I know how I reacted when I lost my two pit bulls, but I can't imagine how seeing dogs and cats and having to put them down or neutralize them, however they do it, because some of them do it. There's like a shot that they give, and then others yeah, others it's just maybe the dog's really sick and they just have to wait it
Yeah,
out, or maybe that dog passes. But
yeah.
yeah, that can be a lot. That can be a lot to handle, right?
Mhm.
So yeah, I'm grateful to even know that information and share that information with others because mental health is everything. Emotional health too, big
Definitely,
time. Yeah.
definitely. All
Yeah.
right, let's get on a little lighter note then.
Let's get it.
Now, the one thing that attracted me to you when I first followed you, I found you on Threads, and
Yeah.
shout out to all the Threads families out there. You know, Threads is the
Word.
cleaner version. If you don't know,
Oh yeah.
but
Yeah.
I caught you on there because one, I'm a aspiring lyricist. I don't want to say overall, but I'm an aspiring lyricist, musician, however you want to put it.
Yeah.
And I saw your style. I saw the words that you displayed, and you're a great orator with your words, number one,
Thank you.
and you got the essence of the Mecca in you. You're from New York, so
Yep,
let's
New York in here.
uh, let's talk about your oratory styles. Would you consider yourself a poet or rapper or anything in that? Like what's your realm of lyricism? You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
man. I haven't truly found my category just for the fact that overall I consider myself just an artist, and an artist is someone that creates, right? Whether it be the poetry, whether it be spoken word, whether it be even music, whether it be designing my own bags, right? Customizing bags, so on and so forth. But as far as the musical and lyrical part of everything, I like to say that I just love the art of expression and
Yeah,
how certain harmonies, flows, melodies, certain words, certain even metaphors, right? Because it's all literature at the end of the day, right? But it's just how you portray it, how you speak it, how you deliver it, right?
right.
Um,
Not to interrupt,
no
but when did you start?
worries.
That's the question I wanted to ask. When
Oh
did you
yeah.
start writing? Start writing.
Oh man, I started doing poetry maybe in 2020. That's when I really started. That's when I also started my healing journey. But
2020.
2020, yeah, 2020 is when I started to dive deep into that because I used poetry more so as like an outlet to really regulate my emotions. Around that time, I needed to find something that would make me feel all right, make me feel like I was being heard. And, I started with self first. I was like, all right, let me try understanding poetry. Let me learn more about literature because I love poetry. Like it can be simple or it could be simple and deep, it could be simple and surface, it could be whatever you want it to be.
Right,
But the the essence of just expression and giving off even a story within that poem, right? That just drawn me to it. And so for like 4 years, I've been working on my poems, working on how I'd love to deliver the story or the message or the feelings that I'm feeling into that poetry. And I did start writing my own poetry book. That's still in the works, but that soon be right. I have a lot of things that I wanted to work on, and it's so crazy because I'm such a multitasker, right?
yeah,
I've been a musician since I was 8, so like that multitasking and being able to navigate through many different things that come towards me has just been in my genetics, in my blood, right? So anytime I do have an idea of poetry or spoken word or music or rap or any type of lyrics, I always have to write it down. And that kind of branches off into like different aspects and different parts of myself that I like to explore, but that I like to share with others, right? Different ideas, because you can never run out of ideas.
right.
Everything there's it's unlimited, right? So yeah, I don't regret starting poetry 4 years ago. I wish I would have started it sooner though. That's like a major thing. It's a major
Okay.
thing.
Well, the way like anytime you start is a fine start. And the musicianship, I'm glad that you answered that question because that's another point I'm gonna get into. What was like what's the first what's the first instrument that you used that you played?
The first instrument was clarinet. I played.
Okay, woodwind.
I'm sorry, continue.
I
What were you?
was like identifying the type
Yeah,
woodwinds. Okay,
yeah, woodwind. Yeah, woodwind instrument. I played that up until high school. I was really talented at it. I ended up performing at Carnegie Hall. I was accepted into a specialty program where, they have different students from different public schools, and junior high schools who are very gifted individuals, and they kind of bring them into this one group. It's called borough wide, right? Borough wide, as in all the different boroughs in New York
yeah,
can
yeah,
come together, like whichever talented individuals come together and they learn different sheets of music, right? Different compositions of different composers' work, right? So we gather together and we rehearse for maybe weeks on end, and then they we get the opportunity to perform like I said, at Carnegie Hall. And I mean, it was a life-changing moment for me when I was younger. I was maybe like 12, maybe 11, right? When I did perform there. And it was so different because this was just being on a bigger stage, being in one of the theaters where you see like just adults. It's all adults. It's not like I'm performing for people my age. I'm performing for older individuals who've been around longer, who have seen